Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sunkara. This is Jurisprudence class. Friends, I have seen a question in your question paper, maybe in the year 2014 or 15. There it was asked to explain free will theory and in another place general will theory. So what are the theories of general will and free will? So I will give a brief description so that it's only 2 marks question. So this general will theory, it has been propounded by Jacques Rousseau. Normally we have discussed the analytical school of jurisprudence, there the utilitarian theory. Jeremy Bentham, Hans Kelson's pure theory of law, then Dr. H.L.A. Hart's theory of rules, then Dworkin's criticism of principles. All these theories we know, Austinian theory, all these theories we know. But here it is a different theory. This is Rousseau's theory of general will. That means whenever law is to be framed, the general will of the public should be taken into consideration. This is what is stated in the Volksgist theory also. You know what is Volksgist theory? People's will, spirit of the people, basing on that only the law should be framed. Otherwise, they are not going to accept it. So please remember, the law should be depend on the general will of the public. General will of the public. So Jacques Rousseau used this word general will in the year 18th century. So he said law is the expression of goodwill. So law should be the same for all people. So whether it protects or punishes, so law should be the same. So suppose if A commits theft, he should be punished, that's all. Let him be a governor, let him be a ordinary citizen. So the general will says that a thief should be punished. So that should be the spirit of law while framing. So general will theory should be accepted. Right? So he also emphasized that the general will exists to protect the individuals against the offenders. The importance of the general will is this. So normally we accept, but criticism will be there. So this is in 18th century. So the critics, they stated that the general will theory will lead to a reign of terror, because when once, general public like this. But what about the common man? What about the free will? We'll go to the one or 2 minutes, we'll go to that also. So it leads to a reign of terror, and it leads to the total subordination of the citizens. This is what we told in the legal positivism, or a command of the sovereign, right? Then Rousseau's association of freedom would allow totalitarian leaders to suppress the defendants. Yes, since it is general will, you don't do this. So ordinary people will suffer a lot, is it not? So in the name of freedom, so it is the most sinister and formidable theory of liberty among humanitarians. So basing on the general will theory, the free will is curtailed. Now coming to the free will theory. What is free will? Free will means already in the social engineering concept I told you, everybody has got his own private interest. Everybody has got in social interest. Everybody wants to be free. So nowadays we are in the political scenario. We are saying the freebies. It's not like that. So if you refer to the Constitution of India, you will be knowing freedoms to speak, freedom to express, freedom to movement, freedom to practice any profession, freedom to move in any place, and freedom to make form into unions, to make all these things, they are all freedom. This is what is called free will theory. That means the free will means the capacity of the humans to make decisions of their own, to perform actions independently of their any prior event. In legal theory, existence of free will must be recognized. So therefore only in the latest the Constitution of India, the free will theory has been accepted under the 6 fundamental freedoms. But please remember, free will theory, it is closely linked to the concept of the so-called moral responsibility. I have given the example of Madhu Dandavate. When a railway accident case took place, he has resigned. That is his free will. Is it not? He took moral responsibility. Of course, nowadays you can't expect the same. Culpability and sin, which can be freely chosen. Then some say free will is the right to act outside of the external influences also. And please remember, actually people say that the free will theory has been introduced in the 4 BC by Christian philosophy. Of course, humans definitely they have a strong sense of the free will or freedom, which lead them to believe that they have got a right to do something. They are freely. So freedom of speech, all these things, they are free will theory. And to conclude, I want to tell you, Rousseau said, general will theory contains the free will theory also. General will means will of the public. Who are the public? Public who are having the idea. This free will is a part of the general will. That is his opinion. But anyway, there are so many controversies. So already 6 minutes over. Friends, briefly, this is the free will theory. With this, I am concluding. Thank you very much.